How do you handle a problem like Ronaldo at the moment?
Well, when I was asked the question in the summer about would Ronaldo have a future at Manchester United beyond this summer, I said I thought that new manager coming in, senior pro like Ronaldo, I thought it would be best for both parties to split. I really did. I thought Ronaldo needed to go somewhere where he's guaranteed to start. He's what I admire him for, he wants to play all the games, and it hurts him to be sat on a bench, albeit at his age and all of that type of thing. He's an ultimate professional in that respect. But obviously he's not getting enough game time, and the frustration for both, I think we all know now, the best path for both will be separation in January. It's probably come 6 months too late, I think.
Ali, I was working with Roberto Martinez last week, and the stuff broke as we were on air. It was Ronaldo's statement, and this was after he'd been left out of the squad against Chelsea at the weekend on Saturday. And he came out, he released a statement that, it was sort of an apology, but not really an apology. And I asked Roberto about it, and he was saying, look, this is the first time in this player's career where he has been in this situation, and in a way you kind of had to understand it. But do you also have to look at him and go, well, not only have you been the best player in the world for a number of years alongside Messi, but you also know how to be a professional. So at some point, yes, you can have your meltdown, but it's not the first meltdown. And is he letting people down by reacting like this?
Oh, 100%. And the biggest person he's letting down is himself. That's the biggest tragedy of the whole thing. Now, Laura, you'll back me up here. I've said for 3 months, 4 months, Ronaldo should have left in the summer. Right, the manager should have dealt with the problem because he should have seen a bigger problem coming. Ronaldo has been one of the greatest players that's ever lived. We've had a joy to watch, and he's given us so much happiness. It's incredible. But the one thing that he won't beat, and nobody will beat, is old Father Time. That catches up on everybody. Now, Ten Hag's going to take over Manchester United, and his job is to rebuild and get them back up the league. Now, there is, and back to where they believe they should be in European competition. Now, anybody would tell you Ronaldo is not going to be part of that building process. So this problem should have been snuffed out, in my opinion. And I know people will say, well, he scored 18 goals, he scored 17 goals. I know he did. Absolutely, I get that. But if you're going to give the opportunity to rebuild, Ronaldo was not going to be part of that process. So the problem that we have now should not be there, because it should have been dealt with, in my opinion, in the summer. On to your next question. It hurts me to see him, stain a little bit of his legacy, because make no mistake about it, that's what he's done. When my two sons, I beg your pardon, all my sons think the sun shines out of Ronaldo like you've no idea. We always have a wind up about forget Messi and Maradona, Ronaldo's the man for them. But when they're turning to me and saying, what's that all about, Dad? You've done something wrong. Absolutely, because they could see no wrong in his eyes at all. And the first thing the older ones are saying, well, he's letting his teammates down, surely. He's like, 100% he is. And I hate seeing it. I really, really do hate seeing it. And when you consider somebody who has prided himself and has been 100% professional throughout his career, he's been magnificent in terms of professionalism, doing something like this at the end of it. I know it was a half-hearted apology as well. It really, really disappoints me, is the answer to the question. And he has let himself down, but I think it can be rectified if he apologises, and he kind of has, and he moves on. And I get he wants to play. I wanted to play till I was 48, but it just doesn't happen. But he should now go and, in my opinion, go and see out the end of his career and enjoy the end of his career, because I think he deserves that.
There's reports this morning linking him to a move to Napoli. Those are some of the rumours. Napoli absolutely flying in the Champions League, in their own league at the moment. I don't
know why that Napoli would take him. I genuinely don't know. I've seen enough of Napoli this season to say they're absolutely on top of their game. They had another brilliant result at the weekend. I think they beat Roma 1-0 away from home. They're flying in all fronts. I don't see, and I might be wrong, he might go there, but I don't see what he's going to bring to Napoli at this moment in time.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Laura Woods, Monday to Wednesday mornings 6 till 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.